Hello everyone, Musto0063 back again for the next I Want to Be the game, which is going to be I Want to Kill the Kamilia. I had hoped it would be I Want to Be like a Brysolf, but unfortunately the recording software is making that impossible at the moment. The game runs pretty smoothly on my laptop otherwise, but as soon as I start kick off the recording software it just lags like nothing else, so that's proving problematic. As for this game, I'm afraid I've got no idea what's going on there on the title screen or whatever in getting to the title screen, so I'm afraid I'm just going to skip that. So this is I Want to Kill the Kamilia, and you may have noticed there I've got a very brief glimpse of what looked like a menu screen, which would have given me the opportunity to select a save file. Don't start lagging. Select a save file and or possibly a difficulty setting. I really don't know, because every time I've ever played the game and opened it up, it's just gone immediately straight to the game and not allowed me to do anything on the little what looks like a menu screen. So yeah, I'm just kind of stuck playing the game as it is. So the gimmick to this game, just in general, is rather than be original and maybe kind of come up with lots of new screens. What it actually does is it takes a whole bunch of screens from previous or other I Want to Be the games and just kind of pulls them all together in one place. And I actually don't mind that kind of concept. It gets me exposure to some I Want to Be the games that I would have never otherwise heard of or played or anything like that. Unfortunately, I don't really know what the games are. There seems to be something up in the top left-hand corner. I like that little spike fake out there. Just keep running, you'll be fine. Yeah, if you notice actually when I traverse rooms here, in the top left-hand corner, it comes up with something. That's a bit hard to see because it's in white text. But I believe that must be telling me what game it's from, but I can't read that. The sequel, I Want to Kill the Kamilia 2, actually has this in the top right-hand corner, and it's in English, so I can see which games I'm playing. And I guess I like that a lot better. For the most part, I won't probably recognise many of the games that kind of are being spoofed, or whatever, or being stolen, or copied, or whatever. There are some that I recognise, but a lot of them I don't. As of yet, there's not a single one that I do recognise, but I will. The other gimmick to this game is that, or the intention certainly is, that the screens get progressively harder as they go along. Although, as you'll have seen, I died once on the first screen, at least 2 or 3 times on the second screen, and so far since then, not at all. So that's actually not really ringing all that true, although I have now just died right there. But regardless of the small amount of deaths I've experienced, for the moment the stages are pretty straightforward. That will soon change. As you progress through the game, the stages really start to get almost ridiculously hard. More so in the sequel, I Want to Kill the Kamilia 2. I don't really find many of the screens all that bad in this game, but some of the ones in the sequel are freaking insane. But yeah, anyway, the intention kind of as you go through is that the screens get harder. I'm currently in stage 1, so yeah, the screens are pretty straightforward for the moment, but as we progress through the game, they will get a lot harder. And we've actually reached our first boss, or we will have as soon as I clear this screen, which I do recognise from I Want to Be the fan game. So, yay, there's a screen I recognise, or a game that I recognise. Now, a lot of the bosses in I Want to Kill the Kamilia, both this one and the sequel, have these kind of avoidance battles. And what I mean by an avoidance battle, as opposed to perhaps a regular boss, is that rather than hit something, you basically get a screen filled with kind of fruits, cherries, whatever, spikes, etc. And rather than hit a boss, you just have to spend the entire time dodging crap that flies around on screen. I'm not generally a big fan of these kind of avoidance bosses. I'd much rather have something to hit than just something to avoid. But for the first one, anyway, it's really not that difficult. Lovely little fake out there. And with that being stage 1 clear, I might try and consign these videos to being stages, because I don't want to set myself up to look like a giant jackass again, but I'm reasonably confident that I can progress through the game at a reasonable pace. So you know what, I might kind of stick to something like one video per stage or something. So the videos will get progressively longer as they go along, but in terms of getting something up, I might keep this one quite short just so I can put up a video of what my new project is. But yeah, with stage 1 clear, I might leave it there actually. So yeah, this has been part 1 of I Want to Kill the Kamilia. Join me next time for part 2 when hopefully I can make it through stage 2. See you then.